Hey guys, it's Shannon from iHeartRadio Canada, here with Wolf Ellis. Hi guys, how are ya?
Hi.
Good, thank you. Happy to be here.
Yeah, how has your time been in Canada so far? You say that you've been here a day and a half approximately.
Yeah.
How's it been? You had a day off yesterday?
I've fallen in love with Toronto. It's amazing.
Yeah?
I spent most of the day on Toronto Island. I got a little boat over and it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's
and
so
the
nice.
weather was crazy. I got bitten a lot,
That's fair.
but had a wonderful day.
Oh, that's
so nice.
Yeah, you guys have come at a great time of year. The winter is really rough, so this is when Toronto really shines. So that's what you guys do on your day off? Relax?
We watched, I booked a English pub at the wrong time to watch the Euros women's final. And then I think we all lay in separate beds watching it and texting each other because England won the Euros yesterday.
Nice.
So watched that and then kind of, round of applause.
For the Lionesses.
And then just wandered around Toronto and got a little bit. I also got bitten as well.
Did you?
That's very
nice.
boring
I
answer.
love it. No, that's amazing.
It was mainly the football is what happened yesterday.
Yeah, that's nice. I feel like anyone that's from Toronto hearing about artists that aren't from here that come here, we get excited about anything to do with Toronto. So that's why I ask.
I need to try Tim Hortons, according to my friend.
You got it. There's one
Canadian,
across the
right?
street.
It's a tradition.
We'll head over.
Carl
after.
said you've got to have Tim.
Yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Did you? What'd you
Did
think?
you like it?
You can
I
be
loved
honest.
it, yeah.
Yeah?
No, I really liked it. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Really?
What is it that you guys have in the UK where it's like you throw cheese on it? It's not poutine, but it's like cheese.
Yeah.
Or you just like order fries. I always just see photos with
cheesy
it.
chips.
Yeah, cheesy chips.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it just fries and cheese?
Yeah.
Just chips and cheese.
Okay, cool. We're getting really deep. I love that. Congratulations on the new album that's coming out. This is going to come out when the album comes out so we can talk about all of the things. But since we were recording this beforehand, how are you feeling leading up to the release of the album? How are you feeling?
I feel really excited. I feel like we're so proud of this record and we put a lot into it. So it's like it's almost in sight. It's not the finish line because it's the start of something when a record comes out. But I feel like with this one, I'm so excited for people to hear it. So yeah, I think we like everything's just been kind of like building up towards the 22nd of August, and we've been playing some shows, which has been amazing. We've seen fans that have been coming to shows since they were kids coming back, and they're still with us. So that's been really moving. We've been lucky enough to go to Mexico for the first time on this trip. We've just come off the back of that. We were in Los Angeles before. We're having a good time being in a band at the moment. It's fun.
Yeah, that's so sweet. Did the album end up turning out like how you planned it in the beginning? Did you have an idea of what you wanted it to sound like going into it? Ellie?
Yeah, I think it kind of turned out exactly how we imagined it. It took a while because for the first time ever, we had quite a clear idea of what we wanted. And that means, I don't know, maybe we've got I don't know, it just took a bit longer because we wanted it to be right. And I think it's kind of miraculously how we envisioned it.
Yeah, I love that. That's so sweet. Did you write a lot more songs that didn't end up making it on the album?
Yeah, we always do. There's always some that don't make it, and hopefully will come back around in some other form, yeah.
Yeah. When I read about you guys online, something that I have seen a few times is like, after a 4-year hiatus, they're back. Does it feel like it was a 4-year hiatus, or were you working that whole time? Because that almost, to a certain point, might even feel like an insult or something, because then it's like, oh, we weren't sitting around for 4 years doing nothing.
It wasn't a 4-year hiatus,
Yeah.
was it? Because I think that's the gap between album releases.
Yeah,
so,
right.
we released Blue Weekend, we toured it for almost 2 years or something like that.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
And then, so I guess in the public eye, it's maybe a year and a bit hiatus, is it?
I mean, a hiatus is kind of, we toured for 2 years and then we worked on the record. Well, the writing of the record took a year and then it took a year to record, kind of, which is, arguably too long, but that's what happened.
I think it takes as much time as you need.
I feel like a hiatus is a really good, like, if you're going on hiatus, you've got to say I'm going. Like, you can't have a hiatus that you didn't say you were having a hiatus. That's just
like
Where was our hiatus?
We had a forced hiatus that we weren't aware of.
Yeah, that's what I mean by it. I was reading that, I'm like, it doesn't feel like it's a hiatus just because. What did you take from your last work and then bring it into this one? What do you learn from past experiences that then influence the music you make now?
That's a nice question. I remember Marcus Dravs, who made Blue Weekend with us, he had a lot of advice that I personally didn't really listen to much at the time. And I've said it a few times on this campaign, but he really wanted I was really excited to like try lots of different things with Blue Weekend when it came to like synthesizers and drum programming, and this is quite a different record, and some of his advice about allowing a song to be still and just let the songwriting speak for itself actually was very influential for this record with the clearing. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Maybe you just didn't need to know that at the time, but then
it was just different
came.
headspaces and different things require different things. But yeah, I remember taking that away. I've spoken to him since and said, you were right about that, Marcus. I'm sorry.
That's so sweet. What about you guys? Is there anything that you've like learned that you've taken into this new piece of work? Even with like writing or musically or
yeah, I think like more to what Joel just said, like just trying to not put every idea into the record and kind of choose your best ideas and refine them and yeah, leave space, which is really hard. But yeah, I think that's something we've not done too much of before and had to learn along the way.
Yeah. So. Nice. That's awesome. I'm obsessed with your Glastonbury set. I thought that was such an incredible show. And you guys just played the Troubadour in LA too, which is like my favorite venue in LA. It's just such a great space. So how was that experience for you?
It was really fun actually. Yeah, it felt felt special and yeah, just privileged to be able to play it. We were supposed to play it, weren't we? We were supposed to play it years and years ago, but they double booked us with someone else, and for some reason we were the ones who had to not do it. So
you guys
we're lucky
should have had a duel or something.
Yeah.
That would have been a good way to sort it out.
Right?
Yeah.
Meet in the parking lot.
Yeah, the only ones left alive could play the Troubadour.
Exactly. Think of how the headlines, it would, yeah, totally. When you performed Glastonbury and you did a cover of Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, obviously that's such one of the best songs of all time. But is there a particular reason why you chose that song to cover?
Yeah, I think it was you saying that, like, I feel like at festivals, people want to, it's always nice to discover new music. Sometimes, especially on Sunday when you're a bit hungover and tired, like, you want to hear, like, some hits or, like, stuff that you, one of the best feelings is singing along to an artist playing, and, you know, sometimes your best bet to do that is to do a big cover of someone else's song.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just worked with the song that we like bled it into and of ours, and just good. Fleetwood Mac have quite good vibes, and it was Sunday afternoon, and
yeah, Dreams is it. I love that. Listening to the album, the biggest thought that I have is that I just want to see you guys live. Like, it seems like such a incredible album to be able to listen to in person. Is there a particular song from the album that you're extra excited for fans to experience?
There's a song coming out, I think will be released on top of the album, called Just Two Girls.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think will kind of be the focus track, which I love. It's amazing. I think it's something that we haven't, kind of an area that we haven't maybe touched before. It's quite, upbeat, and yeah, it's a place I don't think we've gone to yet, so I'm really excited for people to hear that one. Yeah, definitely. I was looking too at the comments of the video for the sofa, and so many of the comments are from people who are in their 50s and 60s and 70s being like, I love this band, and it reminds me so much of like everything that I love, obviously. So people of all ages are loving your music, but why do you think that there's like almost this nostalgic value for people who are a bit older? How does that feel?
I mean, I think there aren't that many bands, and maybe bands remind people of an era when there were loads of them. We actually took inspiration from a period of time where the pop music of the day was played largely by bands. That's why we have some nods to artists of the 60s and 70s, and we've been talking about Fleetwood Mac earlier. So maybe it's the fact that we have got a bit of a spotlight on us, and we remind them of that. And then also, I think if you're 50, sitting on the sofa is probably the most appealing thing at that point, because your legs might be getting tired and stuff.
I like
60,
that, yeah.
You might be getting knackered.
They're like, finally a song about
finally a song that speaks to me, written by people younger than me about my experience.
Yeah, no, I love that. That's so sweet. Why do you think that there's less bands now?
Less bands?
Yeah.
I think there's less. I think it's more difficult to be a band in this climate. I think it's quite a expensive world that we live in, with a lot of different constraints. There's not a huge amount of support for bands. I think there are bands. I think it's wrong for me to say that. I think there's amazing bands, especially in the UK at the moment. It feels like we have plenty of exciting artists, but whether they're spotlit and able to, tour extensively and do all the things that kind of give you that exposure, that requires a lot of infrastructure. I think it's harder to do that. I think being a solo artist, or maybe, you know, doing something that doesn't require huge amounts of instruments and infrastructure might be more cost effective. Is a very boring answer for that. But
No,
I wish
but
there
that's so
were.
fair.
I wish there were more bands in the limelight all the time.
Yeah, I wish so too. You think too that there just would be, or they would like figure it out, especially with it being so popular and
Yeah,
all of
totally.
the things. But what advice do you typically give to people? Because I'm sure people reach out to you guys and are like, how do I get to be like you? How do I get to where you're at? What is typically the advice that you give to people like that?
You know, you've really got to put yourself out there, I think, haven't you? You've got to put yourself in, you know, you've got to get out meeting people and playing gigs, I think, and kind of immersing yourself in whatever music scene is, you know, where you're at, really, I guess. You know, we said yes a lot in the early days, and, you know, the other thing with us is, you know, we're incredibly lucky, you know, and that, you know, plays a big part in it. You know, what the odds that 4 people that are so aligned kind of can meet each other, you know, musically and personality wise. So there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of luck to it, but you kind of got to put yourself out there and put yourself in a position where you can be lucky, I think.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Having friends who are in bands too, they talk a lot about how it really is like a relationship, right? Like it's this thing that you have to foster and make sure everybody's good. And it really is almost like a romantic relationship, but with 4 people, because you all have to make sure you're aligned in all the things, right?
It's a very unique interpersonal relationship, isn't it? It's somewhere, it sits somewhere in the middle of the Venn diagram between kind of family, or if it's a three Venn diagram or whatever, but in family, friends, and romantic relationship, there's, you know, it's something.
Well,
maybe
I don't know
not
about a romantic.
No, not romantic relationship. No.
Start the rumors.
Yeah, start that again.
Yeah.
No, but you know, it is.
What are you trying to say?
Not romantic. No, not
Colleagues,
obviously not.
maybe.
But it's like a
colleagues,
family,
but, you know,
right?
Yeah. Oh, what am I saying?
That's okay. That's why we're not live. I know this happened a few years ago, but can you tell me the story about you guys jumping into the water after a show and then having to get rescued by a boat?
Oh,
That's just literally it, to be honest. Saw a body of water, was hot, jumped in. I remember I think we didn't really get rescued. It was just like we were all in our pants and we were like, I don't know, the romantic bit of like jumping in, and it was kind of over, and now it's like, oh, I've got to crawl out and I'm in my pants and everyone can see everything. And so the boat came and picked us up, but the boat was like just that bit too tall that you couldn't quite gracefully enter it. You had to
so like, hoik yourself up.
Yeah.
It
was
And
just-
like the crowd just, because it was the second time it happened, didn't it? Because we did it, didn't we do it once
I think
before?
we've done it every time
We've
we've
done it.
played on that stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've jumped into the water.
The crowd just turns around, and like obviously like when Els is all the way out there, it's it's been 20 minutes has passed and you're just swimming out, but everyone's just like,
everyone's just a bit first like woo,
and
and
it's
then
like, oh
ooh.
fucking hell, this is taking ages.
And you two knowing that so many people are just watching this all go down too.
Yeah,
That's
it was
incredible.
good. It's a beautiful festival though.
Where is it?
Best kept secret. I think it's in
Holland.
Oh, nice.
It's one of the best festivals in Europe.
Oh, yeah.
It's brilliant.
Ah, that's so sweet. That's awesome. Well, congratulations, guys, on the album. I'm so excited for everyone else to hear it. It's such a hit. Every single song, no skips.
Oh,
So.
thank
No
you.
skips.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Aw, thank you.
Congrats
Yeah.
again. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.